A tough night for the Toronto Raptors. They're in Dallas last night, and, I don't like to bring this up, but I'm going to. The officials sucked. There's no way around it. Maverick fans, if you guys want to chip in and say, oh, no, they weren't that bad, we're calling it both ways, I beg to differ. When one player has more free throws than an entire team, there's an issue. Luka Doncic, one of the best young talents in basketball. I love the way the guy plays. He shot 5 of 14. He had 26 points. That's nice. But he got to the free throw line 19 times. 15 of his 26 points were at the stripe. The Raptors, as a team, got there 15 times. You do the math. He had 4 more free throw attempts than the entire team. As well, the entire team of Dallas had, 18 more free throw attempts? 18. They had, 16 more makes? 16. They had 27 free throws made. That is a ridiculous amount. And the Raptors had 11. They were plus 16 in the free throws category. And do the math. Raptors only lost by 8, 110-102. Not saying it was the huge deciding factor, but when you give a team 27 free points, you're kind of choosing the game there. And it sucks because this Raptor team was grinding, they were fighting, they were playing hard. But it's difficult when you're not just playing against your opponents. It really is. Now, in the first quarter, it wasn't pretty for the Raptors. They weren't making shots. Dallas was. 32-22 at the end of one. But then in the second quarter, the Raptors take it to the Mavericks. They absolutely crush them by 17, 38-21. Things are going awesome. You're plus 7 at the half on the road. Everything looking great right now. You got 60 points at that break. That's fantastic. Third quarter, Raptors offense falls apart. 17 points, you allow 25. Not good. You need to get back into this ball game. You're down by, let me do the math here. I think it's down by 1 after 3 quarters of play. But in the fourth quarter, once again, with all the free throws and all this garbage that was going on, Raptors minus 7, 32-25, and they lose 110-102, like I said, to the Dallas Mavericks. Now, because the Raptors shot the ball all right. They only shot 42% from the field, but they hold Dallas to only 42% from the field. The Raptors from 3 made 8 more threes. They were 9 for 39. That is 23%. That is not good. The Raptors shot 42. The Raptors made 17 threes. But once again, we'll go to the free throw line. Raptors made 11 of 15, 73%. Not the greatest. We've seen better. But they got to the line 33 times and made 27 free throws. It's a stupid number. Because let's go through the rest of the numbers. All right? Raptors lost by rebounds by 13. Yeah, but offensive lost by 5. That's not a huge issue. I'm not gonna really hone in on that. 21 assists for the Raptors, not bad. Both teams had 7 steals. They had 4 blocks to our 2. We had 14 turnovers. They only had 12. But it's not a big difference, right? Points in the paint, they were up by 12. But when you got a guy like Kristaps, who's about huge, they can bully stuff. They can bully you. That's the way it happens. And, second chance points off of those offensive boards, they were plus 5, 17 to 12. And in the fast break opportunities, Raptors do what they do. 19-7 in favor of the Raps, points off of turnovers, they were only plus 1. So, all of those numbers are not lopsided. The only one is the free throw category. So anybody telling me, well, no, hold on a second. The Raptors got this, the Raptors got that, blah, 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 blah. Doesn't matter. In the end, they had a stupid amount of free throw attempts. 33. How often do you see 33 free? The only time you see that is with James Harden. And how often does he get 19 free throw attempts? Not as often as you think. So for the Raptors to go in there yesterday and basically feel like everything's a foul, it's difficult to win a basketball game. But the fact that they only lost by 8 points, where Pascal didn't play a great game, He had 15 and 7, but he only shot 6 of 24. That's not like Spicy P. He's 6 of 24, 1 of 3 from the line, and 2 of 10 from 3 with 5 turnovers. That's not a good night for Pascal. OG, good to see him back. 8 points, 5 boards on 3 of 6 shooting, 2 of 4 from 3. Again, would like to see him shoot a little bit more, that volume shooting. With Pascal and Freddie struggling a little bit, I would love to have seen OG kind of grab it and shoot the rock a little bit more. Obviously, that didn't happen. Marc Gasol, you know what? I don't know what to say. He had 6 points, 9 rebounds, and a couple assists, but he only shot 1 of 7. 1 of 2 from 3, 3 of 3 from the line. He had a steal in the ball game. He was a minus 13 while he was on the floor. The starting unit just didn't get the job done. But you all know why. Doncic had 19 free throws. It's kind of hard when you can't defend that. You just can't. Now, Fred VanVleet in this ball game had 24 points, 5 boards, 7 assists shots, 8 of 18, which isn't terrible. 4 of 4 from the line and 4 of 11 from beyond the arc. Again, not a bad shooting night for Freddie, but a minus 22 for Fred VanVleet while he was out there. Norman Powell, fantastic basketball game, but unfortunately, you lost. 26 points, 6 boards, and an assist for Norm. 9 of 15 shooting, 6 of 8 from 3. 2 of 3 from the free throw line. He had a steal in the ball game, plus 1 while he was out there. A great job by Norman Powell. And our boy Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, who we've all grown to love, 8 points, 4 boards in 25 minutes on 4 of 6 shooting. Had a couple steals in the game as well, so good job by him. Matt Thomas, 17 minutes, 10 points, 3 boards on 4 of 5 shooting, 2 of 2 from 3, and a plus 12 while he was out there. Again, with guys struggling, I might have want to see a little bit more Matt Thomas, but again, who are you going to replace him? Norm Powell, red hot. You're not going to replace Freddie because he's your catalyst on your offense right now. And you can't get rid of him for a Gasol and an Obi Siakam because the size is totally off. So I understand why Matt Thomas didn't play a whole lot. Terrence Davis, my boy, didn't shoot the ball very well. 1 of 6 shooting. He was 0 of 3 from 3, 2 points, 4 boards, 4 dimes in 16 minutes. It was an even guy. And Chris Boucher played 12 minutes, 3 points, 3 boards on 1 of 2 shooting. And again, guys, look. This team is not going to lose every game. They're not going to win every game, okay? You got to take these games what they are, a grain of salt. That's basically what it is. The Raptors are now 8-4 on the year. The fact that they went through this really tough road trip without Lowry and Ibaka and, went 3-2, I'll take that any day. I would. I mean, guys, I understand we could have made it a 4-1 trip and it would have been amazing. I get that. But the way that game went yesterday, it's tough. And you didn't have OG against Kawhi Leonard. They just didn't make shots. Yeah, the Raptors are in a lot of these ball games. You got to look at the losses that this team's had and thought to yourself, they haven't lost by double digits. If they have, it's been like 10 or 11. They have not been crushed at all this year. They've done a great job hanging around basketball games against the really good teams in the league. And yesterday was just unfortunate because the referees decided to blow every whistle for Doncic. I love Luka Doncic. I think he's one of the best young players in basketball, but that's a little much. I'm sorry. 19 free throw attempts, and that is more than the whole Raptor team all combined. Freddie VanVleet, he drives quite a bit. Siakam drives a ton. Siakam only had 3. 3 free throws. 3. Whereas Doncic had 19. So, we can argue all we want about free throws and who should have got what and all that, but in the end, the Raptors did lose 110-102. It's a tough loss. You move on. The Raptors do come back home now to take on the Charlotte Hornets there on Monday night, 7:30 tip-off there at Scotiabank Arena. Great to be home. Great to have these boys back home after that lengthy road trip. And I'm going to go through here real quickly, kind of seeing maybe if there's any injury updates on Lowry and Ibaka. So Serge Ibaka is to remain out of the road trip, but he's a game-time decision, which apparently that's what it says on here at least. I don't think he'll be back anytime soon, but that's just that. Anything, Patrick McCaw out at least a month. That was over a week ago, so he's still progressing. And Kyle Lowry's thumb injury, it was reevaluated in 2 weeks. That's what it said, and it's been over a week now for Lowry. So they're still going to be out a little while here, guys. We just got to keep going, keep fighting with this team. And as we've seen from this Raptor team all year, against the teams that you should beat, they're doing a great job against those teams. Now, Charlotte is one of those teams that you should beat. You're at home. You're in front of your home crowd. They've been away for so long. It'll be great to be back, and I really feel like this team, even though, after a long road trip, usually that first game after is usually a tough one. However, that final road trip, final game of the trip last night was a rough game. And what we've seen from this Raptor team all year long is that, obviously it's only been 12 games, but as we've seen from this Raptor team all year so far, is that after a loss, they come back with a vengeance in the next game, no matter who they're facing. And that's what we like to see. So, you just lost to Dallas. Everyone's not happy with the officials. Nick Nurse was talking after the game. Clearly wasn't happy with the officiating. I don't blame him. So now, you have Charlotte coming to town. You look to get a win. I don't care if they're a team you got to beat. I don't care if they're the best team in the league, which obviously they're not. You go out there on Monday, you pick up a victory. That's all that matters, all right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed this video and you guys did not enjoy the ball game there last night, because there was a lot of great moments, but the continuous frustration with the calls was just making it really, really hard to watch, all right? I want to hear your guys' thoughts on the game, your thoughts on the officiating, your thoughts on the calls. I want to hear everything you thought about last night's game for the Raptors. Who'd you like? Who'd you not like? I want to hear your guys' thoughts on Nick Nurse's decisions in this game. But, guys, let me know in the comments below everything towards this Raptor team and the way they played last night. All right? So, guys, Twitter is down below for myself. Follow it, send me a DM, guys. Do all that great stuff. And I will talk to you guys Leafs edition. It'll be on Tuesday as they're in Vegas taking on the Golden Knights. It's 10 o'clock puck drop there in Vegas as the Buds look to get back into the win column after 5 straight losses and just looking awful last night against Pittsburgh. If you guys did not see that video, I literally wore a red shirt, my personally made TO Sports Talk shirt. It was that embarrassing. So if you guys did not check that out, go check it out on the channel. Also, guys, like I said, Twitter's down below. The next game for the Leafs is on Tuesday against Vegas in Vegas. Frederick Anderson, and I'm assuming it's going to be Marc-Andre Fleury, are the expected starters in that game. I'm assuming in Vegas. Those are the expected starters in that game. And as for the Raptors, their next game is, well, I guess technically tomorrow at 7:30 as the Raptors look to get back into the win column after that tough loss last night to the Dallas Mavericks. 7:30 tip-off as they welcome in the Charlotte Hornets to Scotia Bank Arena, all right? So thank you guys much for listening and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Talk to you guys then.